Hey, Thabreakmasta here, and this is gonna be my Sankarea episode 11 review. Great episode. Pretty nice how they actually ended it all, the whole, father-daughter complex that's going on in this whole series, which was made this series. So I'm just like, it's a really good episode. I really liked it. Some surprises look like happened too, and it's really good. It's really good. So yeah, let's get into it. This is stupid. Basically, we end up seeing Furuya. He's getting dragged along with the maid by the maid, and Ichiro's just walking into his room as they're going and stuff, and all following each other and everything. And Furuya, Furuya don't have a choice, but Furuya is just sitting there like, I gotta use the bathroom. He's like, get the heck out of here. And the maid's like, well, you can just pee right here, and I'll clean it up later. Ha ha ha. And I'm like, dang, what if he had a crap on himself, huh? So he's gonna have a bunch of crap. Come on, you gotta clean all that up, really? But basically, they end up going into his room of discipline. Basically, that's what it's called, the room of discipline. And they go in there, and apparently that room was the same room that Ichiro held that tournament for the fencing thing. So yeah, basically the same room. And so he's like, I'm gonna fence. Put your dukes up. Put the fence up. Get the clothes on and let's fight. And I'm like, this is kind of unfair. You're really good at fencing. You do that. But he's like, well, you can choose any type of way you want to fight. You can fight with your bare hands. You choose a weapon. You can do whatever you want to do. But then the day I'm gonna whoop your butt with this fencing stick right here. But he's like, then he ends up coming to know that he doesn't have any kind of physical abilities. He ain't no fighter. You already know that. Furuya, he ain't no fighter. He ain't gonna fight nobody. Come on now. And then he's just all disappointed. Like, you don't know how to defend yourself. It's like, why would Ray even choose you? Does that make sense? So I'm like, okay. And so then we go back to Rhea, and she's just going into the match. He breaks through the freaking gate, just Hulk smash, and then just goes in there, opens the door, and like, where's my father? And the maid's like, oh, we can't tell you that right now. You can't mess with him right now and stuff. And so she's like, I'm ordering you to tell me where he is. And like, well, you can't really order it around like that. It's each of those order. His rule is the final rule. It's the last word. And so they end up capturing her. And what these maids do after they capture her is like, we don't really get to have this kind of thing going on, because since you're always royalty, and we don't get to mess with you like that, but we can actually mess with you right now, so we're gonna do something to you. And so they look like all menacing, they're about to do something like and they end up basically dressing Rhea up in a bunch of clothing, and it was just like, really, that's what they want to do? And they're like, oh wow, she looked really good in it. I knew she would look really good in it. She had the same basically butler outfit, or maid outfit, made outfit for, as them. And he's like, I knew she looked really good in it. He has the bunny ear stuff. And so they end up dressing her up in a bunny suit next, and actually they look pretty good on her. But yeah, and they're like, yeah, I knew this one looked really good on her. She looked really great. And Rhea's like, this is stupid. I gotta get the heck out of here. And so she just breaks the chains that they hooked her up in, which was kind of stupid. She could easily break out of that. She's a zombie. You guys forgot? Why do you think these people try to capture them in a different way? Because I ain't easy to catch on her. And so she breaks out of it and ends up going to Furuya. And so Furuya was then bad mouthing Dan Ichiro, basically saying all the history. He knows everything, basically, because at this point, and he's like, yeah, you've been taking naked pictures of your daughter on her birthday every day, every time on her birthday, and that's why you're like very conceited and blah blah blah. And he just kept going and kept saying things, and he started dancing and acting retarded, and he's just, Dan Ichiro's getting madder and madder by the second. He's like, you suck. Okay then, and gets to the fencing thing and stabs him. And the thing is, I don't know how he did this, but he had the fencing clothing on, Furuya, and he has padded stuff. So I'm curious to how in the world he was able to stab Furuya right through the stomach. Like, he literally went through him. He impaled him. And I was like, wow, what the heck just happened here? I did not expect that. One, I didn't expect that they even go through him like that, because that's what the padded armor, that's what the padded stuff's for. You're not supposed to be able to go through them, but apparently it is. And if I reckon, I'm pretty sure that those fencing weapons aren't like super sharp, but I don't know. So it went through him. He was like he was about to die or something. I'm like, oh crap! So I didn't expect that. And then he's like, don't underestimate me, Furuya. You let your guard down and stuff. And then Furuya ends up grabbing his head. He says, whoa, bang, on the headbutt. I'm like, oh. And apparently he's unaffected by the thing inside his stomach. He's just still moving around. And so Rhea ends up coming and sees that he been impaled, and she's like, why you not like why? Oh no, he didn't say that, but then Ichiro's like, why aren't you not hurt? Why are you still up? How are you up? And then he was wondering, like, maybe, I don't know, my adrenaline rush came in and I just don't feel pain at the moment. But then he remembered that one scene that actually did matter. The one scene where we end up seeing Furia get hurt, because remember Sokka threw him on a tree and then he's like had a bruise on his arm, and then she started licking the bruise. Apparently that bruise, and when she licked it, gave him the poison, which made him technically a half zombie, so he didn't feel any pain, which is why he's just moving around like nothing's going on. And it's weird how that scene actually mattered in some sense, because it didn't make any sense how they showed that, and then the next episode they didn't recall it or say anything about it before, or you know, anything like that. So it was interesting to see that it actually did play a part in the series. So yeah, so he's like a half zombie, don't feel nothing and everything like that. And then they start really talking and getting it down to business, and basically they end up persuading him in a sense, and like, you don't ever really care about what she needs. Basically, you always put yourself before her, and you basically control her. Basically, like, this is what you do. You never listen to her and what she wants, and you know that kind of finally gets to him and realizes that he really needs to actually just listen to her for once. Because like one of the scenes, like Rhea had a snail, and he's like, hey daddy, I found a snail, and then freaking Danny Joe looked at it, he's like, get that out of here. I was like, oh, come on, that's just a little snail. Come on. I'm sorry, that scene just messed with me a little bit. I was like, come on. I had to go back and see that again. He said, I was like, come on now. And so she's like, I want to go hang out with my friends at the school. I want to go buy some clothes with my friends. He's like, oh, you don't need to hang with your friends. I'll buy you anything. What do you want? And I'm like, you just wouldn't let her do nothing. That's what the whole point was. That's what she wanted the whole time. And he's like, so you died basically because you didn't get any freedom, because you didn't want to, because I didn't listen to you basically, and he's just feeling all bad about it now and really thinks about everything that she really wanted. And he just like he's just feeling really bad. And I actually felt a little bad for him right there, just a little bit, because it's just like, you messed up, man. You can't treat your daughter that way. You can't take pictures of her each year and then just keep her inside all day, not let her do anything, not let her have any kind of contact with anybody, especially no freaking boys. Like, it's like the only seed she's gonna have is only one. And when he said that, I'm like, so whose seed is that exactly? You talking about your seed? Huh? Pervert? Huh? I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just surprised. And so, you know, but he's breaking down, crying and crap like that. But then he realizes that he is wrong. But then also Furia is like, well, I remember there's one thing I can't do, and basically is I can't fund her to be okay and everything. I can only do so much. So when the time comes, I might need your help to make sure she's still alive. So I want her to be here in the future, because you know he doesn't have no funds like, you know, Dan Ichiro has. He has power. And so, you know, they end up basically coming to an agreement like, I'll let you have my daughter, or you know, take care of her for right now, but this is only temporary. I'm gonna go overseas to go find some kind of cure for my daughter, but that's the only time. After that, done. You know, I'm not giving it to you for forever. You know, only temporary. And he's like, well, I understand. He's like, this was a temporary win. He finally kind of understands what, you know, he needs to do, and Furia finally really be with her and everything like that. And the motion seems to be like, the motion setting kind of shows that they're really into each other. And I like that too, like you know, the whole WW stuff. And so Furia ends up passing out because he's got that wound, and he finally feels the pain because he's not half zombie no more, and he passes out. And then he ends up waking up, and Sanka was right there, and he's like, oh, Furia, you're back up. And apparently Sanka ends up wearing his not maid outfit, but nurse outfit, and she looked really good in that too. And he's like, oh crap, what the heck is going on? Why are you in the outfit? And apparently the same maids were there, and she's like, well, we patched you all up, and I told her she should wear that because I know you'll like it. And I'm like, what the heck? You girls like it. But he did like it. So yeah, and then Ranko ends up coming and ends up jumping on him, and yeah, and then here comes a little tension that was actually kind of unexpected. I didn't expect in this episode. Basically, Ranko was like, pleasure to meet you. I'm blah 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 Ranko, whatever she explains her name. All I know is her name's Ranko, and she's like, I'm his fiance. And I'm like, what the heck? And he's like, what's going on here? Why you gonna do that? Why are you gonna say that? And so that made like something like, what's going on? And so then she's all going back and recalling on a promise that was like the dumbest promise ever. She's like, hey, she's a kid, and Furia's a kid. He's like, hey, you know, be my fiance. And he's like, and Furia's like, what is fiance? He just say yes. And he's like, okay, fine, yeah, sure. What kind of dumb freaking promise is that? He didn't even promise anything. It's stupid. I was like, really? And so that was like a little tension, but she ends up noticing that Ranko actually likes or loves Furia. So it's just like, interesting. And so how the episode ends, which is weird. If you would have missed this if you like turned your head, because it didn't have no real sound or anything like that. But the end of the episode, right at the end, it's like 2-3 seconds. It shows Rhea and Yuzuna, or Sankara's mother, and they're staring at each other, and it's like, and that was it. And then it ended. I was like, what the heck? I didn't expect it, because it just came out of nowhere and it ended all quick. So that's I wonder what's gonna happen right there. And I'm really liking this anime. Really looking forward to the next episode. What are your thoughts on the next episode? Because it seems like it's gonna be more a Meadow episode, because she got fired from her job or something like that. I'm not sure what's that, or she quit. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but I'm curious what's gonna happen here and what's going on with this whole thing. And see if they can resolve the little tension that Rhea's mother has with Rhea's mother has with Rey. So I'm just curious what's gonna happen on this episode. We got like 2 episodes left. So yeah. Leave a comment below, tell me what you think of this episode. Like if you like this review, and subscribe to my channel for some more Sankarea reviews. So yeah, it's been the Thabreakmasta. Until then, break out.